This year I found myself waterfowl hunting longer than I ever had before. I wasn't involved in any elk hunting this year, and I took full advantage of that. Luckily or unluckily, the water froze and all the birds left November 2nd, and I quickly switched gears after enjoying an absolutely stellar waterfowl hunting season and dove straight headfirst into deer hunting. It is freezing. It is, I'm frozen. This morning started off pretty slow. There wasn't much deer moving, and then about an hour and a half after daylight, after legal light I should say, I seen a fawn come down this cut line, and then I seen either a doe or another fawn, I'm not really sure, and then I seen a pretty nice 8-pointer. I didn't really know what it was, so I probably would have shot it. I tried getting a look at him, but just the way his horns were and the way he was on the cut line, I couldn't get a real good look at him. He finally turned and looked straight broadside of me, and he was super clean, nice and high, not a ton of mass, but really nice deer. So I'm gonna try and rattle probably. He was by himself. He stood on the cut line for way too long. Like I said, I should have shot him, but we'll see how it goes, see how long I can stay in the stand. They're starting to move, so it's cold. They gotta move, hopefully, anyways. So see how the rest of the day balance out here. Well, it is November 13th, the evening. November 13th, 2 p.m. I just got back into the stand. I had to leave. I was gonna sit all day today, but my neighbor shot an absolute giant whitetail, like 190, 200 inch non-typical. So I went and filmed the recovery of that.
Stop, it's like bap, crashing through like this. And then she took off into this, and the big one of them was standing like, how's that back corner? I think. Yeah. They're like somewhere around here. I like right on his neck. I was like, are you f***ed? I like cycled it because I thought it was loaded. Bullet goes flying out, don't know where it went. Put another one in, and he just started crashing through here behind. I was like, you're kidding me. I just shot that one and it came running through.
That's insane. Like he would have shot him, and then he would have.
Gotta be slow. It's somewhere around here.
You would have shot him, and then he would have ran out. You'd been like,
I would have been mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere right around here. We just gotta watch his. What? I was going to mark it on my phone. I didn't.
I seen it in your snap. It looked like there was quite a bit of blood.
I told you, he's right in front of you. Holy. Holy. Man, that is. Dude, look at. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 by 11. What? Oh, let's fucking go. Wow.
Holy man.
Right.
Look at that whitetail. I've never seen anything like that thing. It was huge. It was unbelievable. It was crazy mass, kickers, drop tine, crazy long tines, just everything. Dream whitetail. So congratulations to him. Thank you for letting me be a part of that. It is November 14th, about 11:40, 11:45. Had a pretty eventful morning. I had a doe behind me here. First I had one horn buck, and he walked right down the trail, the cut line, circled around behind me, got on that doe and followed it off. That was around 9 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock I seen a doe at the far end, it was kind of running around, so I was watching, looking, and then I seen a spike come out. I'm like, it's just a spike, pestering with it. And then as I had the binoculars up, like a big 10-point walked out, and I was like, oh God. But I didn't even, by the time I even put the binoculars down, it jumped in, it went, just followed the doe into the bush. Then like an hour later, everything had quietened up, so I got down and grabbed my trail camera off the tree. I get back up into the stand, and it's literally right below me, so it was like 15 seconds. And I looked down the line, I'm like, oh, there's a deer, and I pick up the binoculars, I'm like, oh, that's big. Probably one of the biggest deers, if not the biggest buck I've ever seen while hunting with a rifle, to be honest. So my morning hunt turned into an all-day sit. It was 238 yards away where he walked out, both bucks walked out. And I've had bucks cross closer, between about halfway at 100 yards, so I got a pretty pathetic looking peanut butter and jam sandwich here. 2 of them actually. I'm gonna eat them right away and hunker in for the rest of the day, so we'll see what happens. I haven't had good evenings at years, but the mornings have been awesome, so we'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
Well, it is November 20th, and I got 4 straight days of deer hunting. I'm hunting a property that I've only sat twice or 3 times in now, but it's very promising. I've been seeing some good deer. I'm gonna try and get my stuff loaded up here, grab my gun. I'm exhausted. It's been a real grind this year, but yeah, time to get in the stand.
It is November 20th. It's snowing. You can probably see in the behind me and whatnot that it's snowing, but I checked cameras last night on a different property. I only have one on this property, but the 17th, 18th, and 19th, I have pictures of bucks that I hadn't had in a long time. One was actually like over a month. So my prediction anyway is they're done lockdown phase and they're in that desperately seeking I'm hoping it's going to be a good day. We got cold temperatures, we got a high pressure, we got snow, especially if the snow breaks and it gets sunny out. I'm really thinking these deer should move a lot today. I'm back in this new stand. I've only hunted it, well, I only hunted it once actually. I've hunted it from the ground here though, and I've rattled in 2 bucks out of here last weekend, and I had another buck cruise by in the middle of the day, so I'm back for an all-day hunt. I plan on doing an all-day hunt as long as I don't get too cold, but I shouldn't have layered up a ton, and I'm gonna grind it out to the end. I got 4 days off in a row here. Plan on being on this property 4 days in a row, 4 full day hunts. I've passed 2 bucks now so far. One really nice 4-point, and then one that was all busted up and all over the place. I'm pretty cold, I'm not gonna lie. I have tea, I have a couple wraps that I made. I'm gonna tough it out, or I'm gonna try to. Probably gonna have a cup of tea right away. I'm starting to shake, I'm getting cold, so. It's been a wild morning though. This is one of the best mornings of deer hunting I've ever had in my life, so.
With the little experience I had on this property, with it being my first year, one thing I had noticed is from morning to approximately 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon is when I had all the deer movement. That 2 to dark, I have barely seen anything, and it must have been the way the property was laid out, but my hopes of connecting on a deer today were basically at nothing, and I was already prepping for tomorrow when it was about to completely change.
There we go. Smoked them. Holy man. What a day. Holy man. I've been here all day. I seen that buck. He circled around behind me earlier this morning. Oh man, that was perfect. Smoked him. I smoked him. I know I did. I heard him for like the last 10 minutes scraping, and I grunted and dope bleeded out in front, right where I aimed my goal, exactly where he came through the whole entire way. It's like the 13th, 14th deer I've seen today. I smoked him too. I'm pretty sure he went down right there. Oh man, feels good. I have sat a ton this year. Oh, that's a good buck. I'm happy. I'm frozen. I don't know how much I had left in me this year yet. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I'm done. 2020 season. That's a wrap. Well, it's been about half an hour. I'm gonna go make my way over here and try and find this buck now.
Oh, that's him right there. Yeah, buddy. Yes. Man, he didn't go anywhere. My 2020 whitetail. Big, clean 8-point. Nice big long brows. Nice G2s, G3s. Man, what a deer. I couldn't be more happy. My year started out, I think I seen 2 deer in, honestly, I think it was 5-6 days of straight hunting. All my summer scouting, crops rotated, field work got done, and it was terrible. I was getting kicked, in other words to say. And I came in and hunted this property, got permission, and the stand that I'm in, where I shot this guy out of, I hung it last week. I came in, walked around, thought I had a good idea maybe where they'd be moving through here, and today was textbook. Bucks cruising by, bucks chasing does, a bunch of does coming back in from a field. It was a ridge along a swamp, and man, it was absolute dynamite. This is the craziest day of deer hunting I've ever had in my entire life, and I couldn't be more happy to take this gorgeous 8-point. This wraps up everything for me this year. I bird hunted more than I ever have in my entire life. I took holidays more than I've ever taken for deer hunting, and I've done more all-day sits, the most I've ever done. I've probably never put this much effort into shooting a deer, and it feels absolutely great. I love every moment of it. Thank you to the landowner that let me hunt the property, and just grateful to be able to do this every year. And I'm going to thank my friends and family now for helping me process and get this deer out of the bush, because it is going to be a challenge. I am way deep in the bush and I can barely even walk back here. There's swamps, thick bush. It's going to be a long night, but here he is. 2020 Manitoba whitetail. He's awesome. I couldn't be more happy. Thanks for watching, guys. The shocking part to this deer was, though, I estimated him high 120s, and he ended up being my personal best buck at a high 140. Something that I didn't see, didn't guess, even though everybody around me told me. I was in complete disbelief. Whether you believe in this stuff or not, in 2019, my Gedo passed away on November 20th. Fast forward to this year, November 20th, and it was the same day that I harvested my whitetail this year. Something that I clearly will never forget. It ended up being my personal best whitetail. My dad gave me a knife that he gave to my Gedo when my dad was 16 years old on Christmas. Cole was there to experience with me, and it'll be my greatest hunting memory, regardless if I kill another deer that's bigger, smaller, and it was truly an experience that I'll never forget.